Hi guys, it's Jean here. Welcome to my channel. So the common question that every Asian gets asked is, where are you from? So it doesn't matter if you're born in Australia, America or the UK, they want to know, what Asian are you? And honestly, for me, I don't know, because I was born in Australia. I was born and bred here. I don't know anywhere else. And my parents were born in East Timor, which is now known as Timor-Leste. The only thing is though, I don't think we actually came from Timor, because I know my grandparents came from China, I think. So my grandpa came from a countryside of China and my grandma came from Canton, which is like, they speak more Cantonese dialect than my grandpa, which I don't know because my grandpa died when I was pretty young. And these sort of questions we don't generally ask our parents anyway, so I don't think that we actually have any Timorese blood. So if it was going back one generation, I guess you could say that, you know, I'm Timorese, East Timorese, but then again, it's pretty much saying exactly that I'm Australian because my parents were born there, but I was born in Australia, if you know what I mean. Anyway, so I thought I would just settle this down and find out exactly where I'm from. So this is something that I've been wanting to do for a very long time. I've seen some on YouTube and I thought, you know what, this is a great experiment, because nowadays I don't think there is purely one descendant. I think it's because I think it's more of a contribution of a lot of different ones, especially because most Asian countries at one point in history were ruled by a European country. So yeah, it's interesting. So I thought I would settle this and actually get it done. Now, I was planning to do this a lot earlier, but it is actually quite expensive to get a DNA kit. And this is not a sponsored video. This is something that I'm purely interested in because no one really knows what Asian I am. A lot of people assume that I'm Malaysian, I'm Filipino, because I don't have like Asian, like Chinese features. And I just thought, you know, maybe there's a bit of Indonesian in there, because at one point East Timor was part of it, but then again, I don't even know if we came originally from East Timor. And yeah, so I do know that my grandma, her grandma or her great-grandma was Dutch, so I think we do have some European influences, but I just exactly don't know for certain. So recently, Ancestry DNA or Ancestry.com had a sale where their kits were like $80–90. So I thought, you know what, it was time to try it. So I picked one up, which, although to be honest, when I looked at it previously, it was like $130 with $10 delivery. Now that it was on sale for like $90, it was like $30 delivery, which didn't make sense. But yeah, so I did buy this myself and I thought I would give this a go. Now, I have seen some videos online with different companies doing DNA kits, so I'm not exactly quite sure how this works. I think it's, you know, based on the information they have on their system. So I'm not sure on the accuracy on this, whether it will tell you 100% or what information it does tell you, but I'm very keen to try this, so let's go. Okay, so I've just opened the box, and inside the box you get these. So you get like a little instruction on what to do. The first step does say to activate on their website, which I've already gone ahead and done, but I actually don't know. Okay, so you don't skip this test because you cannot get your results unless you activate it. So I've already activated that, and now it's containing like get your DNA cells. So this is a spit kit, I guess. So you get a little bag where you put your kit in, you get an empty box where you send it back, and you get your little spit kit that looks like this. So I guess I'm going to go ahead and just spit in it. Okay, so pretty much I just need to spit in this up to there, which looks like a lot, but it's actually like pretty much there. I might remove like my lip balm because I don't want to fuck shit up. Not that, I don't know if this will make a difference, but you never know. Like, there might be DNA from whoever manufactured it and stuff, or like whoever's touched your lip shit. So okay, so my mouth is feeling a bit dry right now, so let me kind of work up my spit. Ugh, this is gross. Okay, that did not even fill up half of it. Oh, now it's dry again. So it says here, fill the tube until your saliva, not including the bubbles, is at just above the wavy line. All I see is bubbles, to be honest. It's actually kind of gross. Ugh. Almost there. I did also brush my teeth not long ago, so lucky there's like no food or anything, but I don't know whether the toothpaste may still be in my mouth, so I don't know whether that will cause a difference. Okay, so I've just spat in here about 4 times and it may have got a little bit over the wavy line, but it's not overfilling, so hopefully that's enough. And now I've got to replace the funnel with the cap. So remove the funnel from the tube, and screw on the enclosed cap. So there's like a little blue liquid in here, so you're meant to screw on tightly to release the solution. That will stabilize the DNA in your saliva. Yep, so that's now gone down, and tighten to release sterilized fluid. You will know it works when the blue solution from the cap is emptied in the tube. And then shake the tube for at least 5 seconds. So 1 cat and dog, 2 cat and dog, 3 cat and dog, 4 cat and dog, 5 cat and dog, 6 cat and dog, 7 cat and dog. This will ensure the sample is mixed thoroughly with the stabilization solution, so our lab can best process your sample. Alrighty, so I think that's definitely more than 5 seconds. And now I've got to put it into this little blue bag. So place the tube into the collection bag, place the sample inside the collection bag, providing the kit, seal. It comes with this little like cotton like tissue pad thing. I don't know whether that's needed, so I'm just going to leave this inside just in case. Insert, seal. Well, it doesn't say to remove it, so I'm just going to put that back in and pop this in, seal it, and yeah, see how that goes. Okay, so now there's an extra step that I think is missing because I got given this empty box. I'm assuming you put this into this before you mail it. So I'm going to pop this in. And it also comes with a prepaid satchel. This is an address within Australia, so I think every country has their own. Actually, I don't know whether this ancestral DNA is Australian based because it mentioned something about US currency, but it looks like it's all based within Australia. So I'm going to pop this in, making sure there's nothing else I need to pop in there. So mail in your sample, place your sample in the prepaid mailing box, seal the box with the adhesive strip and mail it in. That's it, I guess. Okay, so I'm going to go and mail this off. It says that it'll take about 6 to 8 weeks for the results to come in. So I guess I'll probably get that via email or something like that. So I'm going to fast forward this to 6 and 8 weeks and hopefully I have a result. Hi guys, so it has been a very long time actually. Can't remember how long it's been. I think it's definitely been more than 6 weeks, almost 8 weeks actually. So I finally got an email back. So I sent the samples when I first recorded it, and it's been a long time. I got about maybe 2 updates in between saying when they received it and then that it's in progress. And I finally got an email saying that the results are in. So I haven't checked it out yet. So I thought I would share the first impressions with you guys. And I'm super excited because I don't know what to expect. Well, actually not at all. Like at the moment it's kind of, I don't know, like from what I know, so it's not something that we actually talk about as a family. I don't know whether it's a cultural thing or whether it's our family thing, but we don't really discuss it. I don't think my parents even know for sure. So from my understanding, I know that even though my parents were born in East Timor, now known as Timor-Leste, their parents, so my grandparents, I think were born, I'm not sure if they were born there or I'm pretty sure they were born in China. So I don't know much about my mum's side. They're all, from what I understand, the same ethnicity, so they're from East Timor as well. So I don't really know, but I'm assuming they are also from China. My grandparents from my dad's side, my paternal parents are from China. From what I'm aware, my paternal grandma is she's more from Canton, which I guess they speak more Cantonese kind of dialect, whereas my grandpa was from Moyang, I think, which was some kind of area in China. So that's all that I know. I know my paternal grandma because I'm a lot closer to her, plus because my paternal grandpa died a few years ago, like maybe about 26 years ago. So even though we're close to my paternal the most, my grandma is still alive, so I'm very close to her. She's 96 at the moment. She's not doing so well, which kind of sucks, but I do know that her grandma or great grandma was Dutch, so she's originally from Holland. So that could explain why some of my features don't really, I guess my eyes aren't like, you know, squinty and small like most. I don't look Chinese. I would say if I was to choose, I would say probably like I look more Southeast Asian than like mainland Asian. So yeah, so anyways, so I did download an app where I can screen capture my screen, so I'm going to show you guys exactly, hopefully the information is available on the phone. I'm going to go through and show you exactly what I am. So just opening up my email. So this is the email that I got saying that the results are in. So let's see what this says. Explore your DNA. If you hear any noise, Coco's like running around outside as well, so it's a little bit slow. So yeah, hello Gina, DNA story. So wow, I don't know, like I guess this is kind of expected. So it says my ethnicity estimate is 84% Asia East, 13% Polynesian, and 2 other regions. So I guess I'm kind of not surprised. Like I always obviously know that I'm Asian. I'm not quite sure what's classified as East Asian, so never eat soggy Weet-Bix, so East Asian, which kind of makes sense, but I don't know. So let's go further. So I'm just going to see what else they have. So discover your DNA matches DNA circle. So currently you weren't in any circle. Now I am using Ancestry DNA, so from what I gathered is that when you spit in the little tube and send it off, they do a DNA test based on their database. So what that means is, I'm assuming it's not an accurate DNA. It doesn't have everything, but it's based on their DNA. So whoever's registered for this, it just collates that information. So when it says my DNA circle, I'm not in the DNA circle, it kind of sucks, but it just means that, you know, no one else is kind of registered with Ancestry DNA or Ancestry.com to provide that information, which I guess I didn't really expect much because, I don't know, like, I guess we're kind of really not into those things. Like, I'm not surprised if a lot of Asians don't do these kind of things, if you know what I mean. But yeah, so it kind of sucks in a way because I feel like, well, I paid like, I got it on sale, so I think I paid about $89 for this test plus shipping, which would have been about like $120 something anyway, for pretty much like not enough, like not much information. Okay, so anyways, I'm gonna go through and discover your DNA story. So let's see what this brings. So yeah, if you didn't know my name, my full name is Gina Mu. Mu is, I guess, I don't expect much information about it because I don't know whether it is actually supposed to be Mu or supposed to be Wu, because when the way it was translated into English or other like languages, it might have got kind of jumbled up. So I know my Chinese character Wu means wizard or something along that lines in Chinese. So that's what I know so far. So your DNAs are up to date. That's good to know. So anyway, so looking at this, it says my Asia East is mainly of the east of Asia, which makes sense because it covers mostly like Indonesia as well as going up towards like the east end. And it also says I have Polynesian, which is at the moment circling like New Zealand and like I see two little dots in the middle of the ocean. So that is weird. I don't know whether online actually has more information or not. But yeah, so it's not, to be honest, it doesn't look very clear. Like I don't really get it. Like, let's see what it says. So Asia East. So I am about 83% Asia East. Oh, I'm having trouble talking today. So Asia East, which means primarily located in Russia, China, North Korea, South Korea, Mongolia, Myanmar, which is Burma, Japan, Taiwan, Philippines. So I kind of wish it was a little bit more specific. It just seems really broad and generalized, in my opinion, for this result. So I'm kind of bummed. Like I didn't really find anything interesting. That pretty much covers like most, like saying that you're Asian pretty much. I don't think I have any Laos, Cambodian, Vietnamese in me, or like Thai. I may have a little bit of Indonesian, which kind of makes sense because back then, because East Timor is very close to Indonesia, it's pretty much on the border, and there was a lot of like history and war with Indonesia claiming, you know, the country and everything. So I'm not surprised. I didn't think I actually had any because it was more of a like a immigration kind of thing rather than a growing up in East Timor. So yeah, so it says here, not pretty much. So overview, this ecological diverse region extends in a broad arc from Siberia and Mongolia through China, Korea, Japan. It's quite broad, like, to be honest. So it's not really giving much information. It says that I am 13% Polynesian, which primarily includes Tonga and Samoa. I don't know, maybe that explains why I'm not on the skinnier side. Maybe that's why I'm slightly bigger. I mean, I always claim maybe it's polycystic ovaries or maybe because of my high testosterone levels. But you know what? That could be why, that I'm slightly, you know, bigger than normal. So, or, you know, could also be because I love eating. But anyway, so, yeah, that's pretty much me. Like, there's really nothing much more I can discuss or say, because it's not really giving me any information. Lower confident regions, like, so it says here something about 1% being Asia Central, which is like Afghanistan, Azerbaijan, Kazakhstan, like pretty much like, it doesn't even mention anything about European. Like, just says overview Eastern European, Middle East, Asia, Indian subcontinents. But it doesn't actually say anything about any kind of Europe. So there's also, furthermore, there is Melanesia, which is like Papua New Guinea, Fiji, Aboriginal Australia, which is weird because that's about, I'll say about, how much is that? Like, isn't even that 2%? So 2%, which is kind of weird. I guess that's more because East Timor is more of a native country. So I understand that there's a lot of like native, like Torres Strait, well, not Torres Strait, like Aborigines and stuff like that in that. But I honestly didn't even think that I had any of those in me. And then less than 1% Asia Central, which is, again, looks like it's part of, did I say that before? I don't know. But yeah, so I am quite surprised, actually. Like, I don't know whether I've been lied to or not, but everyone keeps saying that, well, from my parents' understanding is that somehow in our generation, like line, my great-great-grandma or my, I don't know, along those lines, like they were part Dutch. So that's interesting to know that I didn't pick up any of that information. It doesn't exactly explain much. Like it pretty much tells me what I already know, that I am Asian of some sort. But yeah, so do I feel like this has really told me anything? Not really. Like I kind of expected a little bit more from that. It's just very vague and broad. So you know what, like I think generally it costs about $133 to do the DNA test. Sometimes you can get on sale, so I got it on sale. Which I've noticed though is that when you pay normal price, I think it was actually cheaper delivery fees. But when I bought the sale price, it was actually $30 delivery fee. So that was a little bit weird, which I should have really caught on before I bought it. But I thought it would be interesting anyway to do this, just to see what it was like. So apparently it doesn't really say much, which kind of sucks. So yeah, so I don't know whether I should do this again with a different company or not. I'm a little bit bummed that I can't tell you anything further, or I don't have any interesting like DNA in me, or I can't even say like whether I'm specifically like, you know, Chinese, Taiwanese, like Filipino, Indonesian, like yeah. So I don't know, maybe I should try a different company that's more specific. But then again, like these kind of home kits I feel like is more, it's not something that is I guess legitimate, as in like it's not like a thorough DNA test. I don't think so. I don't know, like I'm a little disappointed, to be honest, that it didn't say anything more, didn't clarify a lot of things. But you know, in terms of traits and things like that, I couldn't really like determine. Like, you know, the interesting thing was about the whole Polynesian side. Like I didn't know, like I didn't even know where that came from. But yeah, that could explain why I'm not skinny like a normal Asian. Could be why I'm bigger. But yeah, so that's all I have to give. I wish there was more, to be honest, but you know, life is life. So yeah, let me know if you've done these DNA kits and whether you've had an interesting experience. I, you know, don't feel any different. Not surprised, because I didn't really get enough information, so I feel kind of bummed about it. But that being said, it may also be because I don't have a DNA circle, is that there's not enough information to go by to search up. So that could also be the case as well. So yeah, so yeah, if you'd like this, give me a thumbs up anyway, and make sure you subscribe to watch more. Thanks for watching. Bye.